Shritage lends the same amount of money to A and B at the same rate of interest for the same period of time. To A, he lent money on which compound interest is calculated half yearly for the first 2 years, and then simple interest is calculated for the remaining period. However, to B, he lent. So let's say he lent X and X. Now, this is SI, CI plus SI. That's a combo. Here is pure simple interest. So in 5 years, this X became 3X. It tripled in 5 years, which means the interest is 2X. On X rupees, the interest is 2X. So P time is 5, rate is R by 100. Should be equal to 2X. X gets cancelled, 5 is 20, so R is 40%. So the rate of interest we get from here, R is 40%. Now let's take a look at what is happening for this compound interest. So half yearly compounding basically means X into 40 by 2, that is 0.2, but 2 years. So 2 years is 2 into 2 because there are two, each year is 2 halves. So 2 years is 4 halves. So totally power 4. This is the total amount that he gets at the end of 2 years. So this is how much? X into 1.2 whole power 4. Okay. And now this will be used as the principal for the remaining 3 years, where you'll be getting a compound interest. Where you'll be getting a simple interest. So, by the way, what is he mentioning? The difference between the total interest. So, what is the interest here? So, compound interest that he earned. So, this is the total amount. So, the interest is minus X, you have to subtract it. So, basically, this is X into 1.2 power 4 minus 1. This is the compound interest that is earning. Simple interest that is being earned is 2X. This is straightforward. We got this. Now, the total principal for the third year onwards for the first person is, now this is where the complications begin. So X into 1.2 to the power of 4. This is the principal into time is 3 years, rate is 40 by 100. This is the simple interest for the next 3 years. So you can basically say 2 2s are 2 5s are, so 3 2s are 6, so 1.2x, because 6 by 5 is 1.2 into 1.2, so whole power 5 2x, right? So this is the simple interest. This is the simple interest that he is earning. Now the total difference is compound interest plus simple interest here minus the 2x. That difference is what is given as 156192. So this is actually turning out to be a very clumsy, lengthy problem. That's what I mentioned. This mock was actually on the difficult side. So ideally, the moment you see, even in fact, the moment you write this, you should have left it saying that, okay, this is a lengthy question. If you know SSCA clearly, you'll notice that, yeah, it can be done, but a lot of calculation has to happen. But yeah, if you are hell-bent on doing it, you can go ahead and solve it. So what happens right now? Right. So what basically happens now is you have to calculate this value. So if I write it here, 1.2 to the power of 4. So there's no other way but to use a calculator to get it. 1.2 square is 1.44. So that you have to square it again, and then do a minus 1. So you'll be getting that compound interest value as 2.0736p. So basically take a calculator, 1.2 into 1.2. So basically it is 1.44 square. So use a calculator to get this, then minus 1. So it's basically 1.44 square is 2.0736, but minus 1 is there, so you'll be getting it as 1.0736p or x. Principal or x is the value. Now the simple interest, however, will be again 1.25 to the raised to the power of 5. So you will get this value for the next 3 years as 2.48832x. So basically this 1.2x, 1.2 raised to the power of 5. Again, it's a very messy calculation. This total minus 2x, is what they are talking about. So the total minus 2x, basically if you add them, you will get 6, 7, 8, 6. Is it even correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I think This has to be written in the right order. I have to write it in the correct order. I didn't write it properly. So 2.488, 3 and 2. So there should be a 0. So yes, so this total will be 2. In fact, let me also erase this. Right. So 2, 6 plus 3, 9, 8 plus 3, 11, 8 to the 16, 1, 5, 3 point x minus 2x. So this becomes 1.56192x. And this value is given as 156192. So this is where it's exactly matching. So your x will be basically the number of zeros. So that's basically 1 lakh. So because you have 5 zeros, 5 decimals. So 100,103. So yeah, you'll get a rounded off answer, but after doing a lot of calculation, not worth doing it in the exam, because in the exam, in the pressure, it will easily take you 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes also. And there's a lot of chance of you doing errors with the calculator which is on screen. It's not very handy as a calculator in your hand. Please note, your exam gives on-screen calculator which is not very usable, easily usable. So get used to it. And don't practice using your hand-held calculator in your mocks. Don't do that. You'll then realize the difficulty in the actual mock if you use the on-screen calculator. Okay. Oh, sorry. So the answer here is x is 1 lakh. So they're asking the total amount. So 2x. So basically that's 2 lakhs. So